There's three major building blocks in astrology: zodiac signs, planets, and houses. A few months ago, I did a three-part series where I shared what each zodiac sign represents. Today, I wanted to give you all the juice that you need regarding planets. So what they rule over, what they mean, what they represent, and how they affect us on a daily basis. Hello there, beautiful souls. Welcome or welcome back to the Living Simplyy channel, a high vibe safe space where we explore all things spirituality, esotericism, and self-transformation. My name is Fatih, and I'm a holistic astrologer and spiritual mentor on a mission to help you awaken to your true divine nature. Before we jump straight into today's video, please consider subscribing to this channel and to my monthly newsletter where I share the astrological dispatch of the month ahead, as well as some exclusive and very interesting bits and pieces of information that you need around all the topics that I mentioned in this channel. Of course, spirituality, astrology, and whatnot. So, what do planets represent in astrology? Well, in a nutshell, planets represent sides of our psyche. To put it very, very simply, these are areas of our personality. And these areas express themselves through filters. Those filters are what we call zodiac signs. So let me simplify it even more. When I was born on September, so I'm a Virgo. My sun is in Virgo, but Mercury, Venus, Mars, etc. were in different positions. Well, in my case, Mercury was also in Virgo, but the moon was in Libra. Mars and Venus were in Leo. Jupiter was in Capricorn. Saturn was in Aries, etc., etc., etc. With this disposition, even if I'm a Virgo and you're a Virgo, we're not going to have the same ways that in which we interact with the world, in which we respond, in which we think, in which we feel, in which we relate with others, in which we move forward in life, because I have my planets in certain signs. One last thing before I start speaking of each individual planet: astrologers all around the world do know that the sun and the moon and eventually Pluto are not planets, but they are still called planets in astrology. So just soak that in, and whenever you hear me call the moon or the sun planets, do not, get triggered. I know, I know they're not planets. Let's get to it. The sun is related to our sense of self. This is our core. This is who we are. And also, the sun is what people ask about when they tell you, oh, what's your zodiac sign? And sadly, people kind of label themselves as their zodiac sign, aka sun sign, without realizing that they also have other planets that are just as important. But anyways, that's the sun. It wants to be in the center of everything, because it is. But anyways, the sun is who you are. Simply, this is who you are, your motive and your identity, and how you build your identity. And if you do not feel like your sun sign, because some people have this problem, I have made an Instagram post a few weeks ago, a few months ago, I can't recall. I will put it in the description box in case you want to check it out. It can very much enlighten you into just understanding why you don't feel like your sun sign. Let's talk about the moon now. The moon represents our feelings, our emotions, how we feel secure in life, and everything in between. The reason for that is that the moon rules over the water tides and crops, but also menstrual cycles and the cycles of life and death. Because of this, the moon is the divine mother. So while the sun represents our active force, the divine masculine in all its glory, the moon represents our divine feminine. So the moon in our zodiac sign indicates where we feel secure and how we like to express our emotions, how we like to self-care, what is probably going to make us feel homey and safe and grounded, all of these things. So really take some time to look at your birth chart and locate where the moon falls under your chart, in which sign, in which element, because that can really much help you feel better when it comes to your emotional well-being, which is something that is almost always mislooked and underlooked in today's society. We just think of mental health so much that we forget that there's also something called emotional health. We need to feel safe. We need to feel secure and protected. Feeling safe and protected in today's society is something that is nearly impossible to achieve. So locate where and how you can feel that way so that you can bring about this sense of safety from within. Mercury is related to the messenger god Hermes. Hermes is related to our day-to-day interactions, the people we click with, but also, and most importantly, our intellect, our memory, how we gather information, how we give it, how we express ourselves. Like me talking to you right now is partly like 99% Mercury energy going on. And Mercury is also related to how we store information in our mental realm and in our physical realm as well. So it is probably going to give you a lot of indications to the type of content that you want to use and that you want to consume, but also that you can create and give out to others. So the sun is who you are, the moon is how you feel, Mercury is how you think, to put it very simply. Let's speak about Venus now. Venus is related to what and how we love. This is our way of socializing with others, our ideal relationships and partnerships. This is how we express our affection for others and also what we value. So this could be people, so like I said, relationships, etc. But this could also be physical goods and material possessions or money. And it is also related to artistic inclinations, aesthetically pleasing stuff. All the beautiful things in life and within us are related to Venus. And speaking about Venus cannot be done if we do not speak of Mars as well. Mars is the husband of Venus. They go hand in hand. In a nutshell, Mars is the god of war, while Venus is all about beauty and charm and pleasing and hosting dinner parties, etc. Mars is about going to war and waking up in the morning and getting the tasks done, and just our sense of competitiveness and action and drive. So this is really the side of our personality that fights back, that does not yield, that does not abandon ship, but also how we express our sexual energy and passion. Now, Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. For this reason, it is related to the principles of growth and expansion and all things beautiful and merry in life. This is really the planet of optimism. It is called the Great Benefic because it grants us things. It is really all about wisdom and teaching, sharing, travels, and all the beautiful things life has to offer. This is how we view luck and how we benefit from the opportunities of life. This is really the planet of being happy and abundant and in that prosperity vibe of just taking each opportunity, each hurdle or challenge that comes our way and transform it into something better, into something that can actually benefit us. And last but not least, in the 7 classical planets of astrology, this is the traditional set of planets in astrology, we have Saturn. So Saturn has a ring around it. I don't know if you kind of picture Saturn in your mind. I think I might put a picture here, but Saturn has rings around it. So for this reason, and for multiple other reasons, but it really helps us understand why Saturn is related to limitations. These are the challenges of life. These are the responsibilities, the duties, all the difficult things that we must face if we want to succeed, if we want to become strong and dedicated and motivated. This is the great taskmaster of the zodiac. It is called the great taskmaster because it is related to that authority figure, to that father figure that is hard on you. It is very harsh. Saturn does not play around. It wants you to roll up your sleeve and get the job done. Even if it takes 10 years to do it, even if it is difficult, it wants you to do it and to be your own authority, to be self-disciplined. Once you master those things, this authority figure that Saturn represents in your life grants you those things. So locating where Saturn falls in your chart and in which sign is really going to help you determine which energy of the zodiac you may have a little bit more challenges expressing in a free manner. Let me give you an example. This is very personal, but my own Saturn is in Aries. Aries is related to being assertive. This is me first energy, head first. I am the first person to go there. I am going to do it for myself. I am competitive. I have my needs met, etc., etc. This energy for me is very difficult to unlock. And as I grow, the more dedicated I am to healing my traumas, to working on bettering myself, the easier it gets for me to be assertive, to tell people, no, this is how I want things to be done, and to do it in a healthy manner and not do it in a overly authoritarian manner, or too passive aggressive, or too people pleasing, etc. So be really conscious about where Saturn falls for you, because it's really going to help you understand the types of energies in which you should put more effort. And once you do, I promise you, Saturn, by the time of your first Saturn return, this is the time where all these blessings come forth if you have put forth the energy and the job and the work that you need to do. There's 3 more planets that I work with and that many astrologers work with as well. These are Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto. I will not be speaking about their meaning today because the video is already way too long, so I'm gonna try to cut it short. But you can check the link in my description box. I have the blog post that inspired today's video. You can read it in full, and there I explain what Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus mean. When you understand your planets and what they represent, you can begin understanding some of your innate traits. How you feel, how you think, how you react, etc., etc. And this is very beautiful. This is one of the most amazing parts of astrology. It's that discovery journey that comes along with learning new things. As you discover new things, new concepts, you can practically put them in exercise and practice on yourself. Isn't that cool? And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Today was a little bit difficult for me to shoot, to be honest, but my Saturn is very, very proud of me. I was very motivated to get through this video because I really want to share with you these informations. So I hope that they find you well and that they resonate with you. If you enjoyed today's video, please feel free to tell me so by liking, subscribing, and commenting down below your thoughts, your suggestions, etc. And on this note, I wish you a very blessed week, especially within the turbulent and chaotic times that we live. So sending you much love, much gratitude, and peace. See you next time. Bye bye.